Mohammed Bijeh, also known as Bijeh, born in 1983, had 6 full brothers and 6 half-brothers. His mother passed away from cancer when he was just 4 years old. Immediately following the passing of Bijeh's mother, his merchant father wed. Bijeh claimed that his father was a cruel man who had shackled his legs as a youngster and battered him even though he couldn't recall his mother. He was pushed to quit school and his job by his father. When his family relocated to Katunabad, he started working in a furnace when he was 11 years old. He was repeatedly sexually assaulted at that period. Mohammed Bijeh, also known as the Vampire of the Tehran Desert, was an Iranian serial killer. He was given a sentence of 100 lashes, followed by execution, after being found guilty of raping and killing 16 teenage boys between March and September 2004. The ages of the lads ranged from 8 to 15 years old. The crimes of Mohammed Bijeh and his accomplice Ali Baghi had drawn massive attention in the Iranian media. They reportedly tricked children to go with them into the desert south of Tehran by saying they were going to hunt animals. They then poisoned or knocked their victims out, sexually abused them, and buried them in shallow graves. The kidnapping of children in the area of Tehran was acknowledged as the biggest criminal case in Iran in the previous 71 years, and it had a significant impact on public opinion there. His early mother's death, the lack of affection he experienced as a child, and his desire to exact retribution against the community were all things he acknowledged. He also claimed to having been raped. Regarding his primary justification for the killings, Bijeh stated, "I suffered cruelly from childhood, and when I compared my life with others, I had to commit such acts." A majority of the judges in Branch 74 of the Tehran Penal Code, including the presiding judge Mansour Yavarzadeh Yagane and his 4 other attorneys, presided over Bijeh's trial after her detention on September 24, 2004, which took place there. He received a death sentence on November 27, 2004. Baghi has been given a 15-year prison term. Bijeh threatened to kill 100 children if he wasn't apprehended. Regarding his execution, he declared, "I do not deserve to be sentenced to death." In the course of investigating this case, the police detained 16 of their own officers. The judiciary also declared that Pakdasht prosecutors, along with 2 investigators and a prosecutor's office, had filed a brief case. In front of a crowd of around 5,000 people, Bijeh's shirt was taken off on March 16, 2005, in Pakdasht, a town close to the desert area where the executions took place. He was then chained to an iron post where he endured his beatings from several court authorities. Throughout the punishment, he was knocked to the ground multiple times but did not scream out. Security was breached by a relative of one of the victims, who then stabbed Bijeh. One of the victim's mothers tied a blue nylon rope around his neck, and a crane lifted him roughly 10 meters into the air where he perished. Some people sobbed uncontrollably while naming their afflicted children aloud. "Shame on you, Bijeh!" several yelled. A doctor determined Bijeh was dead after the body was lowered and roughly 20 minutes had passed. Numerous others in the throng, some of them additional victims' family members, attempted to reach Bijeh's body several times, but were continuously stopped by riot police. There were fights for at least 30 minutes. In Iran, the case sparked widespread indignation. The Interior Ministry condemned the police for failing to apprehend the culprits after the initial crime, and 16 police personnel received reprimands for negligence of duty. Pakdasht residents in large numbers supported the hanging. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more content like this.